welcome to the news updates on AFRICUNIA television, bringing you updates from around the world, from our studio here in Lagos, Nigeria, the nation's commercial capital. My name is Deborah Ezeh. We begin from Nigeria. President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday held a bilateral meeting with Prime Minister of Great Britain, where he again reiterated his resolve to respect the maximum term limit in the Nigerian constitution. Mr. Femi Adesina, the President's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, who confirmed this in a statement in Abuja, said the meeting was held on the margin of the 26th Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Kigali, Rwanda. The presidential aide said the UK Prime Minister, obviously not quite familiar with Nigeria's maximum two-term limit, had asked if President Buhari would run for office again. On the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, not being allowed to see his lawyers privately, the president dispelled such insinuation. He said the detained separatist was being given every opportunity under the law to justify all the uncomplimentary things he had been saying against Nigeria and Britain. On Boko Haram insurgency, Buhari said there was serious effort to educate the people on the fact that only an unserious person could kill innocent people. Johnson said he was delighted about the good news on trade between the two countries, adding that the UK was further reducing tariffs on some goods going to Nigeria. And still in Nigeria, the Lagos state government has launched a floating clinic boat for swift medical interventions along inland waterways and riverine communities as part of efforts to enhance access to prompt, qualitative and efficient healthcare services across Lagos. Unveiling the floating clinic after inspection, the Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Health, Dr. Olusegun Ogboye, explained that innovation was introduced to help provide first aid, medical emergency care, and basic healthcare services at accident scenes on the island waterways and riverine communities in Lagos State. Ogboye disclosed that the boat's clinic will be deployed for the ongoing integrated measles and COVID vaccination campaign in riverine communities across Lagos State, pointing out that it is a plan initiated by Sanwo-Olu administration to ensure that emergency service in Lagos are ramped up to improve response time. Declaring that this is just the beginning of innovative ideas, the Permanent Secretary said there is a deliberate focus to expand, scale up, and integrate ambulance services such as ambulance boats, mobile intensive care units, and transport ambulances. And still in Nigeria, 2 Nigerians have been arrested by UK police for conspiring to traffic a child to Nigeria for the purpose of harvesting the organs. Metropolitan Police in a statement said that Beatrice Nwaneka Ekweremadu and Ike Ekweremadu, who were 55 and 60 years old respectively, have been remanded in custody and will appear at Oxbridge Magistrates Court. The police confirmed that the man and a woman have been charged with conspiring to arrange to bring a child to the UK to harvest organs in their home country, Nigeria. They are both charged with conspiracy to arrange or facilitate the travel of another person with a view to exploitation, namely organ harvesting. Police, however, said the child has been safeguarded, but did not disclose the gender or the age of the child or the location of the arrest. The report suggests that it is likely the suspects were arrested at Heathrow Airport since they are appearing in a court in Oxbridge. Now coming up, more updates from the African scene. Stay with me. Welcome back. We now head to the foreign scene where President Zelenskiy said Ukraine's formal candidature to join the European Union was a big step towards strengthening Europe at a time when Russia was testing its freedom and unity. Russia continued its massive assault in Ukraine's eastern Donbas region on Friday, with the day marking 4 months since President Vladimir Putin invaded its neighbors, sparking the biggest conflict in Europe since World War II, killing thousands, uprooting millions, and reducing cities to rubble. Zelenskiy told EU leaders in Brussels on Thursday that their decision to accept Kyiv candidacy was among the most important for Ukraine since it broke from the Soviet Union 31 years ago. The approval of Kyiv EU candidacy will anger Russia, which has been concerned with Ukraine's closer ties with the West. And now moving on, Afghanistan does not have enough medical supply to treat the injured from an earthquake that killed 1,000 people, a senior official said on Friday, as authorities ended the search for survivors in the remote southeastern mountain. About 2,000 people were injured and 10,000 houses were partially or completely destroyed in early Wednesday earthquake. The 6.1 magnitude earthquake struck about 160 kilometers, that is 100 miles southeast of Kabul, near the Pakistan border, in a region of arid mountains dotted with small settlements that was often contested over Afghanistan's decade of war. Poor communication and a lack of proper roads have hampered relief efforts in a country grappling with a humanitarian crisis that deteriorated sharply after the Taliban took over last August. As US-led international forces withdrew, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and the United Arab Emirates all said on Thursday they plan to send aid. Supplies from Pakistan have already crossed the border, and India, which has a strained relationship with Taliban, said it has sent 27 tons of supplies on 2 flights to be handed over to international aid agencies. Now, still on the foreign scene, Prime Minister Boris Johnson's Conservative Party lost 2 parliamentary seats on Friday, prompting the resignation of the party's chairman and renewing doubts about the future of Britain's embattled leader. The transformation of Johnson from vote winner to electoral liability may prompt lawmakers to move against him again after months of scandals over COVID-19 lockdown parties and amid a growing cost of living crisis. Johnson has resisted intense pressure to resign after he was fined for breaking lockdown rules at his Downing Street office and rejected the idea that he would quit if his governing party lost the so-called by-election. A wave of resignation from Johnson's cabinet team of top ministers is seen as another way the Prime Minister could be forced out. The next election is scheduled to be held in 2024, but it could be called earlier. And now we head to the sports scene, where Paul Pogba is on his way back to Juventus as part of a complete revamp of their midfield. As it's reported, only Manuel Locatelli is guaranteed to remain. Just 6 years after his €150 million transfer to Manchester United, Pogba is returning to Turin as a free agent for the second time. Thursday's meeting with lawyer Raffaele Pimenta was successful. They agreed all the term and he will undergo a medical to sign the 3-year contract with option for a 4th season in the first week of July. According to Twitter Sports, that's just the beginning of a complete revamp of the Juventus midfield, as Oli Locatelli is sure will be part of the squad going into the 2022 and 2023 campaign. And finally, Manchester United is still falling short of Barcelona's asking price for Frenkie de Jong, despite increasing their latest offer to £56 million, according to reports in Spain. De Jong has emerged as one of United's top transfer targets this summer, with new boss Erik ten Hag came to bring the former Ajax midfielder to Old Trafford. Red Devils CEO Richard Arnold recently confirmed that the club's plan to sign him in a secretly recorded conversation with supporters in a Chester pub, where he insisted money is not a consideration as they go about bolstering Ten Hag's squad. Though, according to Spanish publication Marca, United is still yet to reach an agreement with Barca after seeing their latest £56 million offer rejected. Ireland & Co. has said will first come up with short with an offer of £51 million plus £17 million in add-on, before increasing their bid to £56 million outright. And that's all the news updates on AFRICUNIA television. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, and leave a comment for me on the comment section. And also follow all our social media platforms on Jointim, Pangram, Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter in that respective order. Once again, I am Deborah Ezeh. Have a beautiful weekend.